Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, and tonight, Game of Thrones, the final season, airs on HBO. I have no claim to psychic powers, and yet I do have a certain amount of narrative savvy, and so I am going to offer to you my Game of Thrones predictions for how all of this will end. Are you ready? Everyone will be taken by surprise by the fall of the wall. Winterfell is in immediate danger. Jon Snow and all of his crew, everyone in Westeros really of any import, is still scattered around after their summit at King's Landing. Sansa will have to defend Winterfell herself. She will fail. Sansa will die. Arya will slip away along with Bran, and winter will come to Winterfell for the last time. As for Arya, what is her destination? Her destination will be King's Landing. Cersei is still on her list. End of the world be damned. Cersei would understand Arya's hatred. She too is plotting to kill Daenerys, betray all of them, and take control of the armies resisting the Night King. Jaime, of course, does not approve. I do not know if the final battle will be at King's Landing or somewhat north of King's Landing, to intercept them away from the city. If they have the battle away from King's Landing, north of the city, what will happen is that Cersei will order her golden mercenary troops from Braavos to retreat and fall back to the castle, leaving Daenerys and all her forces exposed in this final battle and slaughtered by the Night King. That will be her intention. If the battle actually happens at King's Landing, at a certain point, she will be having her troops turn actively on Daenerys to kill her, maybe even targeting the dragons themselves with those giant crossbows designed by Maester Frankenstein. Regardless, there will be a scene between Jaime and Brienne of Tarth the night before the battle. Jaime will realize that he's leading all of them to their doom, as the Golden Army will fall back and the dragons will be targeted, leaving all of them to be butchered. Somewhat drunk, he heads back to plead with Cersei in her chambers. She won't listen, as he did with the Mad King before her. In despair and sensing doom approaching everyone, Jaime draws his sword to kill her, and as he does, the mountain beheads him. Cersei will be driven to the edge of madness by this, if she weren't there already, and she will become more nihilistic than ever before. Westeros' fate is as good as sealed. That battle for King's Landing will be lost, and King's Landing will fall. We have foreseen this. Dany had the vision of walking through the throne room, past the Iron Throne, all of it burned and covered with snow, roof torn apart. This vision was true. Whatever else happens, that will come to pass. During the destruction of King's Landing, as the castle begins burning, Maester Frankenstein will urge Cersei to follow him down into the catacombs beneath the kingdom to escort her out of the city and to safety. Cersei, the Mountain, and the Maester will flee to the tunnels. Unbeknownst to them, Clegane, fleeing the fiery battlefield, runs into the castle in terror. He sees Cersei, the Mountain, and the Maester fleeing into the catacombs, and he follows. Clegane confronts the Mountain down below. He kills the zombified SOB, who, being largely reanimated, is not as fast as he once was. As Clegane is about to kill Cersei, the Maester stabs him in the back. Clegane falls, and the Maester pulls off his face, revealing himself to be Arya. House Stark sends its final regards. And Arya, butchers Cersei without mercy in the catacombs. Daenerys will not survive the battle, nor will all of her dragons. One dragon will survive, and that dragon will be bearing Jon Snow on a mission. Jon, being a Targaryen, is able to ride the dragons. He will attempt a flanking action as the battle begins to go south, flying away from and around the forces to try to flank the Night King, fight his way to the Night King, and then kill him. Jon Snow knows full well that if he kills the Night King, all of them will perish. And so he's going to risk everything to kill the Night King, and it will come down to a battle between Jon and the Night King, and that battle will determine who rules Westeros, or what is remaining of that once great continent. And so those are my predictions for the broad strokes of how this thing will unfold. And now, my friends, I have an important announcement. Yesterday evening, I hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. This caught me by surprise. I didn't think it would happen that fast, but there you are. I was already planning a live stream this afternoon to make my Game of Thrones predictions for how the series will end, but now I'm turning today's live stream at 2:00 p.m. Central Standard Time into a 20,000 subscriber celebration and Game of Thrones prediction live stream to celebrate this milestone with all of you. And for those of you who can't be with me today, I'll be holding another live stream celebration at 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time on this coming Tuesday evening to celebrate with all my folks who couldn't attend an afternoon live stream. That said, I must apologize to all of you who attended my Friday live stream, as I normally would not proceed with a new live stream until all the remaining Super Chats had been addressed in a Super Chat square-up from the last live stream. The timing of this event and tonight's Game of Thrones forces me to proceed despite that, but rest assured, the Super Chat square-up will be published in advance of Tuesday's 20,000 subscribers celebration live stream. That I guarantee, and I apologize for these extraordinary circumstances. Basically, I was caught with my britches down and didn't think I'd hit 20,000 so soon. That I did is a tribute to all of you, and so I thank you from the bottom of my heart and hope you can join me for one of the 2 live stream celebrations so I can thank you in person. Enjoy Game of Thrones tonight, my friends, and of course, do not forget to stay angry.